Is the Call of Duty franchise going to be ruined forever? Let's find out. How are you guys today? My name is Essence, and today we're going to be talking about, is Call of Duty being ruined forever? And the way I mean by that is microtransactions are becoming a big deal in Call of Duty like they ever have before, with all these like COD points are appearing in the game that could totally just ruin the game for everybody. And at first these supply drops weren't a big deal. I mean, you got cool stuff out of it, like decals and some stuff for your emblem, and a different skin for your character, your specialist. But then they got into more stuff that people want, like the knives. I mean, that was good. That was going above that line where, I mean, the knives were cool and it made people want to get them. Me personally, I only pulled one and I didn't even get COD points from it. I just got 30, opened a rare supply drop, got a butterfly knife. Best day ever from my opinion. But people are buying these COD points to get more chances of getting a one of the the wrenches, or maybe a new weapon. It's just now they added the new weapons. Now people really want it more. They want it. They made it to a pay to win because these weapons are pretty good and not everyone has access to them. They're rare. And the topic I'm going to talk about today is the thing that's been floating around by this Spanish YouTuber and how we got this blackjack specialist. So basically, I don't know how long ago this was, but this Spanish YouTuber, I think he's a mass prestige, and I don't know if he opened from COD points or just from regular getting crypto coins, but he did actually unlock this specialist known as the blackjack, and there's 9 specialists in the game right now, and this would be like the 10th one. So he called up Activision and he explained to him that he got this specialist that no one's ever gotten. There was no news about him or anything, and I guess it was unreleased. And if you guys want to check out this video, by the way, it is all in Spanish. If you speak Spanish, great, but this is like the rough translation of what's going on. But anyways, basically he called Activision and he told them about it. He told them the situation, that his account was messed up, that there was a blackjack specialist on his account, and he doesn't know why he has it. There was no promotion about it. So basically Activision told him that he was not supposed to have this, that it was not released yet, that it wasn't supposed to be released to the people yet, and that yet again he was not supposed to have this specialist. Now that brings me to the topic that microtransactions are ruining the game. We haven't seen a lot of microtransactions in the past, like back in the Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 days. There was really no microtransactions. I mean, back in Black Ops 1 there was completely none. You got your DLC and that was it. But as far as I can think of, and then from Black Ops 2 they added little stuff like getting a weapon skin or having more slots and doing stuff like that. I mean, those are cool. I mean, they were like $1 each. They weren't, you have to gamble for it, and excuse me, you didn't have to gamble for it and try to get this skin. You just purchase it for like $1 or $2. It's not that much. And I'm not just picking on Treyarch about this microtransaction deal, because I know I said about Black Ops 1 and 2. Advanced Warfare did it. I mean, so did Modern Warfare series. The Advanced Warfare, you could buy custom camos and it was like a few bucks. I mean, it's just an escalating thing. But what Treyarch did with these supply drops, they brought it to like a whole nother level. They brought it up and made it into a gamble, like a gambling thing. And in some people, I mean, this is a game, so you wouldn't think that people have gambling issues when it comes to video games, but it's the same thing with CS:GO. I occasionally like spending a few bucks on opening cases. Maybe I'll get lucky, but there's some people out there that have an issue with gambling, and they just keep on putting their money in and putting their money in, and eventually they hope they hit a strike of luck and maybe get something good out of this. I mean, I guess CS:GO is different because you actually can get real money if you pull a Hyper Beast stat track souvenir and you made yourself a couple grand there. But in this game it's different. It's cosmetic, and I guess not for the weapons because they're an actual weapon. You can use it in game to improve your gameplay, but I never personally tried any of the weapons, so I don't know how good they are and how would they boost any of your gameplay. But in the end, it's no benefit. It's cosmetic. It's just something to look cool, and when you're in game, people say, "Oh my God, he has the wrench, he has the dagger." It's just something cool to have. But back on topic about this blackjack specialist, supposedly it's supposed to mimic someone else's specialist, whatever they have. So I guess it is a kind of an overpowered thing, and like I was saying before, that this could bring a whole new mechanic to the game, and could totally change Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and how multiplayer plays. And someone having this, because they spent hundreds of dollars on COD points just to get this specialist, could have a higher advantage to the people that just don't have the money, or just don't want to spend the money in the game to get this specialist and just want to play casually. But there are those people that do just fork in hundreds, I'm not even kidding here, hundreds of dollars in these games. You can go on YouTube and search up, supply drop openings, the liquid divinium openings for zombies. There's just so many people that just fork in money like it's crazy, like they don't know where it's going. And let's be real, it's their mom's credit card. But it, just the fact that people put so much money in just to get this cool item that, it's not nothing big. It's just a thing in a game. And, a couple of years, this game will be dead. I mean, not in the sense that it will, no one will play it. It's just in the sense that it's not going to be the game. Because after a couple of years, Call of Duties tend to, get shoved in the corner. Let's think. It's not the popular game in a couple of years. In, about 4 years, Black Ops 3 will be a platinum hit. It's just one of those games. People still play, Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1. I still play it myself. I play zombies non-stop on it, but it's not the popular game. People will buy the next one and the next one, and it's just microtransactions grew from nothing from Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2, no microtransactions at all, to okay, we got these dollar skins which we can buy. Then Black Ops 3, they did supply drops with COD points. They just released supply drops when it first released, and then they added COD points where you can use them on the supply drops and liquid divinium. And this really arose some players to just fork some money in. It's just one of those dilemmas that this is what Call of Duty's become. It's not just your occasional the occasional just go in, play, and do your best. It's you gotta make sure your character looks cool as hell. You gotta have the best cosmetic weapons. You gotta have the best player card. You gotta have a lot of slots. You just gotta have all these things now. It's turning into like a fashion thing, a fashion statement. From Black Ops 1 had like a customizable character, but you didn't have to earn them or buy your way through to get cool ones in through supply drops. It's insane that now people are just forking in money for specialists, how they look in game. It's just turned into a fashion statement in a fucking video game. It's just there's two kind of Call of Duty players. There's the people that, this goes for microtransactions only, but there's those people that have those issues that they just can't stop buying it just because they think they're gonna one time get lucky after the $100 they put in just to get a wrench. You forked in $200, you got a wrench, and you're freaking out. You should be freaking out that you lost $200 and you got a fucking wrench. That's not gonna help you at all in the game, because having a wrench is the same thing as having a knife. It's the same thing here. It just looks different. It's basically the same thing. And then you got the people that just play to play. They just are casual players, and they just don't think that spending money in the game is worth it to them. And I know this video is kind of dragging out, but another thing I want to mention is that White Boy 7th Street actually, I don't know how long this was ago, this is probably close to a week ago, he actually started a black market, the black market where the supply drops are, black market blackout, which he boycotted. He tried to have people start boycotting the system where no one buy COD points, no one would spend their COD points on the supply drops or liquid divinium at all. And this kind of Activision has community managers to look over this type of things, and they knew it was going on. They knew that people were boycotting the system because they didn't like it. So their solution was, which was not a very good solution, was that they add this specialist, the blackjack specialist, to hype people up and to think oh my god, we need this to have have an advantage over everyone else. And the only way to do that is buy COD points. And actually, if I remember correctly, there was a Reddit post, I don't know how long ago it was, but this blows my mind, that he did an experiment which he bought a bunch of COD points, and then he had a bunch of crypto keys, and he tested what's the probability that I would get better stuff through COD points than from crypto keys. And he figured out that you get overwhelmingly better chances of getting better items if you buy COD points than opening with crypto keys. And actually what happened to this Reddit person that conducted this experiment is that Activision actually sent him a letter saying that they would sue him if he leaked this information out to people and spread the word about this. It's just insane that they will go that far just to stop somebody from exploiting what they're doing, and how it's a big scam. It's all a big scam. But in the end, only the player can decide what's right and what's wrong. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you to stop buying COD points. I mean, White Boy can't tell you to stop. He can tell you to boycott it, but that's not going to stop people from buying COD points and making sure they look the best in the game. It's just not how it is. But I know I went on a little rant there. I just want to talk about the Call of Duty community and microtransactions, and I guess it only gets worse from here. There's always gonna be something new, and the next Call of Duty in space. I'm just kidding. Hopefully it's not in space, but there's gonna be the next Call of Duty, and they're gonna have microtransactions. Who knows? It's gonna exceed supply drops. It's gonna be the same as supply drops, but if it's another gambling thing, we're in trouble. But that's all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button. Alright, my name is Essence, and I'm out. Peace!
Jack it up.